Hello, Team TFT. Welcome back to another week of the Daily Market Outlook video. We're going to cover all of the usuals, the DXY, the Euro USD, and the GBP USD pairs today. But firstly, we'll jump over here to the economic calendar, have a little bit of a look at what's coming up. We do have quite a lot of news coming up this week, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll spur the market on, or at least our USD pairs, to actually start doing something, because as we know, at the start of this year, it's just really been a lot of choppy, consolidated price action, not really giving us much. So, yeah, we'd love to see some direction come from the market. As for today, we have towards the middle of the New York session, we do have some red news coming out here with services PMI. But moving later in the week is when a lot of our news starts coming out. So we've got USD non-farm employment change and the GBP annual budget release coming on Thursday. And then coming into Thursday morning, we have Fed Jerome Powell speaking. So we'll see what's going on with interest rates there from the Fed. And job openings happening as well. Friday morning, we have, or Thursday night / Friday morning, we have European news, refinancing rate and the monetary policy statement, as well as the European Central Bank press conference there, plus unemployment claims and Fed Jerome Powell testifying again on Friday there. So those two speeches from Chairman Powell there will hopefully give the market some direction, a little bit of momentum there. And then we've got NFP coming in to finish the week out there. So bit of news coming this week. Fingers crossed we can get away from this overall sideways price action. We've been, basically just, it has sort of ground up since the start of the year, but, push up, very choppy, push up, very choppy, push up, very choppy. It's just been, there's been no real clear trend going on for us, which, again, is frustrating. But we look here on a monthly. We'll start off here on the monthly. We can see here this imbalance area on the DXY, which we did push up into last month, and now we're getting a rejection from. It's not a, sorry about that. Not a bad rejection, but still, we formed that doji candle on the top, did get that rejection, and have opened this week bearish. So what we would be looking for now, if we jump down to the 4-hour, is sort of what are we looking for coming out of the DXY. So here's that rejection, which is overall from here down to here. And then if we look here, we have sort of like this ascending consolidated correction happening here. So, what we're basically looking for here is mainly just a further continuation down. Now we are at the bottom of the range. If we were to break this range, we'd pretty much be looking for a break, retest, and sort of pushing lower from there. But ultimately what I would love to see is a grind back up earlier this week, maybe taking out the top of this range up into this little bit of a supply area that came in before this sort of impulse down, up into this area and going short from there, sort of heading down, at least to come down and fill this 4-hour imbalance through here, down into this zone. So we get that knock back out of there, come back down, push lower, and then where we go from there, we'll sort of work that out as the price action comes down there. We're going to hold this area and then possibly push higher again. Hopefully the news this week should give us a bit of a direction there. But basically that's what I'm looking for at the moment. Depending on today, we might draw these lines a little bit neater through here. So we've got one area sort of there, and then obviously one on the top through here, like that. So basically what we're looking for is if we take out that bottom side, provided we don't get an immediate rejection and push back up, we could get a sweep low and then immediately push back up. But if we break down there through there convincing, set a good couple of strong candles on the low side, we get a push up, possible retest, and then go lower, or we get that little break, push back up and come take liquidity off the high and then come lower from there. Euro USD. So here on the 4-hour, we don't have that descending corrective structure that we were obviously looking for there, but we can see here we've been overall bullish coming up through here, and we have had sort of this sideways correction as such. So basically what we would be looking for here is we have at the moment a low down here and a high. Well, it's actually a low here and a high up here. So what we would be looking for is this area to hold, this area here to hold, which it has. So we've pushed up and we've ultimately just gone sideways here. We have recently just on the 4-hour chart here, just wicked up above this high, which then means that this should now be the strong low. So what we would be hoping for is, if we do get that pullback on the Dixie, is that we pull back into this area before going long. Failing that, we maybe take liquidity off these two areas and come further down into this area here, completing the fill of this last 4-hourly imbalance candle into this supply, and then going long from that area there. But yeah, that's basically what I'm looking for at the moment. If we do get a break, I would be looking for a break high and then possibly reevaluating for push down into this area to go long from that area there. And across to GU. Now GU has probably been the most consolidated pair, since the end of November. We can see here, this is what we drew out last week. That's been the price range since the end of November last year. There's really not much there to look at. Really, really hard to trade. Ultimately, we can see here we have pushed down. We've got this, what was a big 4-hourly imbalance through here. That was through there. We can see we have been chipping it away at it. Pushing up higher and higher into those areas. But ultimately still just working sideways. And if we look at where the price action is, overall, we're very much in the middle of the range. So again, when you're in the middle of consolidated ranges like this, no matter how big, it's generally something you don't want to be trading around. Like we can see here, even if we were to draw this line through where the price action is at the moment, we can see here that we've pushed through, pushed back through, put back through. We had a little support there, top of the range, come back down, push back through it. It's not really doing, it's just, support, flips through, and then finds a bit of resistance on the bottom side, finds support, and then pulls back down, finds resistance, comes back up, becomes resistance, resisting, pushing back up through. So really, for me, it's not anywhere we want to be trading around at all. I personally would be sticking away from GU until, again, we either get a break of this boundary or this boundary, giving us a little bit of room there to play with, or a bit of at least some direction on where we're going. If we were to come up and say break, take the liquidity off these highs and pushing up into the top of the range, then we could be possibly looking for a short, maybe a short from that area, depending on market structure and news at that point in time. But yeah, as for trading anywhere in here at the moment, it's again, it's very consolidated, very messy, very choppy. It's not worth trying to do anything with. Okay, guys, thank you very much for jumping on again this week. And I look forward to seeing you again on tomorrow's Daily Market Outlook video. Thank you. Thanks for watching another Daily Market Outlook video. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like it. Also, guys, we are the largest Tradesmen Forex group tailored to helping hundreds of tradesmen get their time back through trading. If you want access to structured education, 18 live sessions across 7 days a week, mental health and mindset support from a qualified psychologist, and access to multiple different trading strategies from 10 different mentors, then jump over to our website at www.teamtft.co.uk. Please remember, this is not financial advice and you should not trade based on anything I have said in this video. This is just my own opinion and nothing more. And remember, manage your risk, stick to your plan, and secure those profits. Have a ripper day.